Got the history guys in his hand. The kickoff is just about to begin. Game's gonna start. One question to NIT Calicut. How many goals this match? Same question to NIT Mizoram. How many goals this match? 66. Crosses it. A very beautiful cross. First missed by the skipper, number 7. Plays off the right wing. The left back has the ball. Passing out to the left wing. We have a dog just in front of us doing some poultry. Anyways, going back to match. After going on to the blitz field, he crosses it onto this line, cleared by the defender of NIT Calicut, headed by Mizoram. Once again, number 30, the midfield maestro, asking for a handball and was low to both the benches excited, giving out instructions to the players. The captain of NIT Mizoram, 66 Mukesh, has scored really good goals. Headed by number 5. The captain goes for the header. Ball's going out. Controlled by the winger. Beautiful first step. He crosses it. Once again to number 30, number 14 with a cross. Off to the winger. Number 7 finds his man. He crosses it. A beautiful through ball, but the striker misses it. The game's going intense as of yet. In the new session, number 8 with a header. He controls it. Number 10 with a beautiful through. Number 10, number 9 running for it. Hitting the ball. And number 5 pushes in.
हाँ एक बार होएगा
The game's a bit physical.
So welcome everyone to the semi-finals. This is the final frontier before they go to the finals, of course. And this semi-final has been taking place between Mizoram. Steamrolled past Mizoram 9-0. I beg your pardon, they steamrolled past Uttarakhand 9-0. The other hand, Mizoram as well, they had won their competition. So all to play for in this semi-final. And a lot at stake here in the semi-final game. 2.5 minutes elapsed. Now coming in from
The match continues. Throwing for Calicut. Number 10 passes it. Pushing on to the field.
Calicut in their black and white, Mizoram in their complete black outfit, intercepted by Calicut. Here they're on the left flank right now, looking for a few options, and that's intercepted by Mizoram. So both quality sides, two quality sides. Let us see how things pan out in this game. They can see once again it was intercepted really well, and then there was that little push from behind. NIT Calicut, they were absolutely ruthless and unstoppable in the first game of today. That was the quarterfinal. They defeated the delivery chance. This is an absolute golden opportunity. That was a beautiful floated delivery. And the captain Calicut do that header setup. There you can see beautiful floated delivery. That should have been a goal. That really should have been a goal. very very different, something very unique as well. Now Calicut, very promising intent shown by them. They're coming in from the right flank. NIT Calicut, can they push the ball from the mouth of danger? Now they're moving forward from the left flank and intercepted. Excellent interception. They cleared. And Mizoram's players know the importance of this game. This is a very, very crucial game for them, and that has been intercepted again. Here are the black shirts who clear the ball away, still have possession with them. Right. Remember that the semi-finals will be a 30-minute affair. Let us how things happening. It's intercepted again. Six-minute clock. Both the sides looking to deliver the goods with finesse and perfection. Look at that crowd. They're all ecstatic. They're all very, very happy. Cleared away from the mouth of danger. Still have possession with them. Now, a quick sharp turn. Now, here they come. A set piece from close range, right outside the penalty. In comes the shot. Narrowly sails over the crossbar. Goes past everyone there. There you can see the chip shot that just sailed over the crossbar, went past. 8 minutes up on the clock. It's nil-nil at the moment. Even Stevens. Let us see how things pan out. Now they're moving forward. It's a gentle push behind. Intercepted again. The ball. Here are the white shirts. Calicut, fresh from a dominant 9-0 victory, and cleared to pounds. Captain Mukesh. Our set piece. Not a set piece, it's a quick throw. In fact, it is a corner. Delivery comes in towards the second post at the receiving end. Let's see what Calicut can do right now. Calicut marching forward from the left flank, and that's a misdirected pass. And it is Mizoram once again get hold of it. Here's Calicut, whips in that delivery. It's a 10-ton goal, but not on target. Once again, we'll see the replay. Good little save. And the crowd is coming out in numbers because this is the semi final, high octane and that high voltage semi final, which promises to go right down to the wire. That is what's happening in this game. Matches are going right down to the wire, except that first quarter final where we saw that Calicut steamroll past Uttarakhand 9-0. Please. Set piece again. It's 0-0 at the moment. Mizoram and Calicut, both of them looking for that opening, but it was good defending by Calicut. You can see cleared away. That almost could have been. Gotta make sure that they do not lose out on possession. Remember, this is the semi-finals, of course. Third half minutes remaining in this game. Steven owners of this game. Both the sides fresh from the victories in the quarterfinals. Now coming in from the right flank. It's a tight angle. They couldn't really control it. The measurement was not that right. 14 minutes up on the clock. 16 minutes remaining in this half. And look at the Mizoram players. They know that this is a very important game. And they've got all praises, all smiles on their faces at the moment. Takes a while to get the bearings right. Early times in this game, there's still plenty of time remaining. They've got to act accordingly. Cleared away from the mouth of danger. Mizoram, keep it with them. There you go. Calicut, gentle push forward. Now they're marching forward. In comes the shot. Had it been on target, could have spelt danger from the edge of the box. They took a crack. Not on target. Black shirts were moving forward. Mizoram. Mizoram have not been able to gradings in the middle of the park. In comes the shot, once again not on target. So they're exercising control, but they are not being able to provide the finishing touch which is required. Factor for both the sides. Cleared away now from the mouth of danger. Now they're moving forward. And just shy away by the goalkeeper. Calicut's goalkeeper didn't test in the previous game, but today it will be a real litmus test of his skills. Make sure that he does well. There's the square ball, the square aerial ball, still with Mizoram, and cleared away by Calicut from the mouth of danger. They do well. Once again, they still have the possession. Now they're moving forward here from the right flank at the edge of the box. Now back with Calicut. Calicut is moving forward. Another free kick. This time a simple regulation catch for the goalkeeper of Mizoram. And look at this. Let us see how things happen now. Coming in from the right flank. Can they whip in that ball? Edge of the box, the grounder. But eventually collected safely by the goalkeeper. Now, Calicut were ruthless in the quarterfinals. They in a lion's share of possession. Now they're coming in from the left. It was intercepted. Still have it with them. See what they can do. Can they pull the trigger? Not quite yet. Calicut once again now utilizing the flanks. That was one thing which they did really well. Read the long balls, and they utilized the wings extremely well. Now from the right flank, in comes the square ball. There was a chance. about 10 remaining in this half. We've got to be very careful here, Mizoram. They don't want to concede a goal before the half time. Once again, we'll see the replay. The square ball again. Now, right, there was an opportunity at the edge of the box. There was that square ball misses an absolute golden opportunity in front. Even though a corner, things can be very, very tricky for them here. In comes the delivery, headed away from the mouth of danger. 20 minutes up on the clock, less than 10 minutes remaining. Interesting passage of play, this one. Very, very interesting passage here. This is where things could be very tricky for both the sides. Now in comes the shot. What is the goal? And that hitting piece of team play powered by that consummate finish from jersey number 66. Kid who've taken the lead 1-0 in this all important final, and look at those raw emotions. What it means. This is a very, very significant moment, in one that could dictate the passage, and that's a fabulous goal. One zero in favor of Calicut. And Calicut would be quite confident, would be brimming with whips in their delivery. This time not on target, and hence it goes past everybody on that occasion. Here are the black shirts right now, Mizoram. Let's see what Mizoram can do. Whips in their delivery. Still have the possession in this game, in this half and in the next half. So they would be looking to do something special here. Kerala got a beautiful footballing culture. The Super League Kerala is going on right now. Proper platforms for them to do something special and to unearth the talents who can take the football forward. And that's a misdirected throw. Mizoram has a chance. Couple of 1-2s. They're wriggling for space. In comes the shot, but off the deflection of a white and black shirt player. And on another attempt, he tried to score a goal in front of the goal post. "24 minutes. They can see moving forward, intercepted. Now come the right flank, a couple 25 minutes up on the clock right now. And so we're back for the second half in what promises yet another exciting clash. It is Mizoram who are trailing 0-1 at the moment. Calicut are 1-0 up and ahead, and they've hit the ground running with that goal. And underway we are with that pushback, a change in the sides. Now, can that bring about a change in the fortunes for the two sides? We'll be seen whether this is a counter. Of course, Mizoram have been good. They've been top notch with their playing abilities, but they've not been able to find that winning goal. But they need an equalizer early on in the second half. I think he's just copped a little blow on his right knee, not his knee, his ankle. He's holding his ankle, and not the kind of sight you would want to see on a football field. But just like a phoenix rises from the ashes, he's risen and he's playing exceedingly well there. The NIT Sports Meet 2024-2025. This tournament is living up to its billing. Now they're coming in from the left flank. An interesting passage of play this. Calicut are presently 1-0 leading, but they know that a one goal cushion will not be enough. Now, a set piece for Calicut. Let us see if they can whip in that perfect delivery. A loopy delivery coming in towards the final third, but not on target. And that goes past everybody there. Here's Mizoram. Mizoram were dominant against NIT Karnataka in their quarterfinals, but this is a different game. This is a different ball game. They've reached the last four, but have they got the grit and determination and guts to go and finish the other one? All to play for here. In comes that throw. It's extremely hot and humid, sultry weather. A lot of fans are saying that Calicut will be winning this competition. Remains to be seen whether they can go that extra bit of space and win the clash. And it's a little bit of a duel, and both of them fall down. Both of them fall down at the same time, and another set piece for Mizoram. Here's Ring Sangha. Pushes the ball but crashes onto the wall and goes past everyone. Calicut, let's see how things pan out for Calicut. NIT Calicut, they've been super dominant from the word go. They've done extremely well so far. Remains to be seen whether they can continue doing that. Is very important. They have the lead, but they've got to hold on to the lead, and that is how they will be keeping possession. Nearing the half hour mark in this game, Still 20 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time remaining. Here's an IT Calicut in the middle of the park. Good bit of control. Gives it towards the left flank. Here they come now. Wriggling for space. Cuts back. Still have possession there. And clears it away. You can see a card has been flashed. Tempers are flaring here. The frustration is seeping in from the Manipur players. They know that they've got to win this game. There's no other option. They've got to pull the trigger and do something special here. But another booking.
Calicut number 56 to take the free kick from a good position. Will he go for the goal or will he try to cross it in the back post? Let's see.
Now a set piece, and let's see how things pan out. Whips in the delivery and straight to the keeper. Once again, the idea was right. Goes past everyone now. 32 minutes up on the clock. They're trying their level best to do something special. It remains to be seen whether they can do so quite effortlessly and effectively. 33-minute clock. Here's Samuel. Let's see, can he give in that perfect floater? Samuel's got a lot of quality. Samuel's got a lot of expertise under his belt as well. Now in comes the delivery. And this time a little bit of a bounce and then straight to the keeper. If the scoreline remains intact, then it will be Calicut who advance to the finals and they'll be quite happy. But you can expect Mizoram to come all guns blazing. Calicut are heavyweights. They are favorites to win this competition. You've seen them being ruthless, being unstoppable, and not giving the other teams a chance. And like they say, football runs in the veins of the most traditional hearts of the people of Kerala. And football isn't just a sport, it's an absolute religion in Kerala. Be it the Super League Kerala or the Kerala Premier League, football is considered as a religion in the beautiful God's own country. Places like Malappuram, places like, and here's a chance for Manipur to score the goal, and it is the equalizer. Was a tight angle towards the second post, and Manipur have found a way back into the game. Look at what it means to them. They've staged a terrific comeback. They're asking the crowd to join in to act as the 12th man. One apiece. And boy, oh boy, if you were thinking of shutting down the YouTube channel and going, then Manipur have just proved you wrong, because it is game on and the game is far from over. It was a super tight angle from which he gave in that cross and then eventually he pulled the trigger. There you can see beautiful cross, and then he almost had the measurement wrong, but eventually God was super kind to him and he was a little astonished all by himself, just number 47. And he thanks God, he's shown gratitude, and he's been paid rich dividends. So 1-all at the moment here. And let me remind all our viewers, if the scoreline remains 1-1, it'll go down to extra time and then penalties as well. So all to play for. It's extremely hot and sultry in Jamshedpur today in the Inter NIT competition, All India Inter NIT. Sports is a very, very integral part of all NIT. And the ball goes outside. NIT Calicut Rinsanga. Remember, the momentum is with Mizoram right now. Wouldn't be shocking if they scored another goal here. In comes the ball, but off the wall there. Another set piece time from a little closer position. Yes, Samuel. In comes the floater, but this time a simple regulation catch for the goalkeeper.
Calicut running back to collect it. Number 4 with the ball. Looking up to the fullback.
Now, here they come from the left flank, doing something special. Possession once again in favor of Calicut now. Not happy with the way things have panned out for them so far. They will be wanting something different, but look at the crowd. Even though NIT Jamshedpur are out of the tournament, the supporters have all come out in numbers and are extending their support.
Preparing for the throw in. And I think Mizoram. He slides it to clear the ball. Number 7 passes it forward. Number 30 heads it. Number 66 running with the ball.
This match is living up to its billing and it's boiling right down to the wire. This is the kind of match that you want to see in a knockout game like the semi final. Remember, whoever wins this will advance straight to the finals. So it's all to play for here.
He has scored a goal for Calicut. Free kick in the favor of Calicut. Number 30. Passing his man all across the field. Really tall. Calicut convert a goal.
Just about 10 odd minutes remaining in this game, and both have an opportunity of scoring a goal. It's still not over. It's not over till it's actually over, till the final whistle is blown. It's one apiece. Here are the white shirts right now. Wanted to give that square ball, but that has been intercepted away. Good interception, good clearance as well again, and cleared away by Mizoram from the mouth of danger. Here's an IT Calicut. Whips in that delivery, headed away. Still a possession with them right now. The black shirts looking for a couple of options. Now coming in from the left flank, clears it away. They're not happy. There you can see, not happy with the performances so far. Let's see what Calicut can do. Calicut wriggling for space. Can he pull that trigger? Cleared away. Now Calicut tearing forward on the counter, but this time a little too far fetched. Sprayed the ball a little too heavy. A minute or so remaining before we can understand as to who will bag the honors. And of course, it's a 50-minute, 25 plus 25, with the 10 minutes in, and a solid chance for both the sides to wrap the game in this half itself. Cleared away, but it's been rock solid defending from both the sides so far. Intercepted the ball, now coming in from the right flank. Here they come. Looking for a few options. The dive needed to be a little better. The idea was right. Just couldn't bisect the two. I beg your pardon, the two players there. and he's got to be stretchered off. He's got to be taken away. That's not the ideal sight on a football field. Seems to have just copped a little blow. And a substitution as the coach wants a few fresh legs for NIT Calicut. One apiece right now. They need that decisive goal here. Otherwise, it's going to go to extra time, and then, of course, it'll go to penalties before the all important finals today. Delivery, and this just goes past everyone on that occasion. A minute or so remaining before we wrap proceedings for this half. There's the delivery. Goes past everyone on that occasion. Still have it with them. Exercising control. Now from the right flank. Cleared away from the mouth of danger. So it's been a tale of missed opportunities for both the sides. Both the sides getting the opportunity to score the goals, but just not being able to find that elusive finishing touch. They've had a couple of goals, but it's a stalemate at the moment, and it feels like it might just go down to extra time. It's one apiece at the moment. Mizoram one, Calicut one. Now here's Calicut now coming in from the right flank. A gentle push forward, quick sharp turn. He takes a crack at the goal, but eventually that has been intercepted by Manipur. Manipur's defending has been top notch today. People love playing football in the Northeast, and once again, it reiterates that. One apiece. Still stalemate at the moment here. Now an opportunity for NIT Calicut to get that lead. Perhaps the last bit of action in the second half and before the regulation time finishes. And that is the end. 1-1. Not quite yet. I think the last bit of action before we wrap proceedings. And that is the end, it seems like, of not quite yet. Now Manipur has a chance of pulling the trigger at the last minute. Can they do so? No, intercepted, stopped on the tracks. That was a very, very dangerous move down the left flank. And that is the end of the second half. It's 1-all. We'll quickly take a look at the highlights of this entire game. And this was the first goal from NIT Calicut in the very first half, of course. There were a couple of chances, but none that could find the back of the net. It's got this concentration number 66. The predictable goal. There was the gentle push from behind as well. And that was the goal from Manipur as well. So the match went right down to the wire. And eventually, this is how things panned out. And we're back for the extra time. So the 50 minutes couldn't separate the two sides. So we're back for 5 minute a half in the extra time. And let us see how things pan out here. 1-1. Now, will it be NIT Calicut or will it be NIT Mizoram? Only time will tell. Here they're coming again. Calicut looking very, very promising. The shot comes in and narrowly sails over the crossbar. Had it got that little dip towards that final second, things could have been very, very good for them. This is worthy of a semi-final. The match is going right down to the wire, and things looking extremely promising. 1-all at the moment. Here are the black shirts once again. Clears it away. Good bit of clearance. Does extremely well. These clearances are of most importance in this game. You've got to make sure that they clear the ball away from the counter. A lot of supporters of Mizoram here. of Calicut. I can see plenty of supporters of Mizoram. Mizoram are doing extremely well. Mizoram are doing extremely well right throughout the game. Of course, they scored that second goal. And the black shirts right now gives it behind the skipper of Mizoram, keeping it under control. Here's Calicut marching forward. Let's see what Calicut can do, wriggling for space. It's a beautiful ball. Here's an opportunity, and it is the goal. Look at that celebration. They found the back of the net, and this is game on here at NIT Jamshedpur. A fantastic goal here, and Calicut have taken the lead in the first half of extra time. 2-1 in favor of Calicut at the moment. Boy, oh boy, is this the turning point in the game? Now Mizoram staring down the barrel at the moment. Beautiful goal. Once again, we'll see the replay. A beautiful square ball, and then went past the keeper, and then a simple finish. It's going to be extremely difficult for Mizoram to stage a comeback in this game unless we see something dramatic happening from them. Now they're coming in from the right flank. Can they whip in that perfect ball? Chance again. There was a chance to put the game to bed here. I tell you, another goal, and then it'll be very difficult for Mizoram to stage a comeback from here. There you can see the square ball. Had he got that little touch, which he should have, there's a chance that goes begging. Very, very close, but I think it just copped a little blow. Now it's with Mizoram. It's Calicut. Whips in that ball. Possession awarded in favor of Mizoram. Now from the right flank, Calicut are coming in. In comes the delivery, but a simple collect by the goalkeeper. Doesn't have to break a sweat there. Again pushes the ball away. With that, we end the first half of extra time. Let us see how things happen in the second half. Quick change in the sides, and let us see whether Mizoram can stage a comeback in this half or not. 5 more minutes of non-stop footballing action we can witness here. Here's Calicut who got the lead right now 2-1, and that's a beautiful diagonal ball. The flag stays down, but it's a tight angle, and eventually it's a little too heavy touch, and hence the ball goes past the goal line as well. 5 more minutes before we wrap proceedings here, and Mizoram need a goal, and they need a goal now. Now they're coming in from the left flank. Cleared away from the mouth of danger there, Mizoram. Exercising control on this one from the right flank. Still have it with them. Clears it away. It's with Calicut at the moment. Calicut are bossing the game, flexing their dominant muscles, coming in from the right flank. Set piece, a short one right now. And whips in the delivery towards the second post, header set up. And eventually they couldn't really exercise control there. Once again, if you see the replay, whipped in that delivery. The setup was there, but not on target. Calicut at the moment leading the stocks 2-1, and on the other hand, Mizoram staring down the barrel. Mizoram football runs in the veins of Mizoram, and there have been several players from Mizoram who have plied their trade for the national team as well. And of course, remember they were the Santosh Trophy winners in 2013-14, and they won the gold medal in the national games way back in 2015 as well. And they've had a lot of honors as the youth team players as well. Coming in from the right here, Calicut gets past the first line of defense, gives it towards the left flank, jersey number 22 at the edge of the penalty box. Couple of one-twos and eventually blocked by the walls. In comes the shot, and what a shot that is! He fires a cannon past the goalkeeper. That's an absolute screamer of a goal from a distance, and this should be the final nail in the coffin. What a goal this is! Screamer of a goal from a distance, and that should be the final nail in the coffin. And that's a goal you can watch over and over again on loop from such a huge distance. That's a slaughter of a goal. And they've done well here, Calicut. They deserved it, even though Mizoram staged a comeback. But the writing was always on the wall for them. Their backs were against the wall, and right now the writing is again on the wall. And Calicut could well be the first team to advance to the finals. Just about a few more minutes remaining, a minute or so remaining. There'll be a little bit of an added time because of that goal celebration. But it should all just work in favor of Calicut unless we see something dramatic happening from Mizoram, which seems a little too far fetched. Here's Mizoram. Now, Calicut have been extremely well. The way they've utilized the flanks, the way they've utilized the long rangers, it's been a culmination and an amalgamation of all these things, and hence they have been performing really well. Now in comes that delivery, headed away. Still have it in control here, Calicut. Pushes the ball forward. Now Mizoram intercepts the ball. And with that, we wind down on the first semi-final. It is Calicut who win the game 3-1 and Mizoram fail to go to the next round. Good sportsmanship spirit as well, customary hugs and handshakes. That is the game. quickly take a look at the highlights of the game, of course. 3-1 in favor of Calicut. Mizoram did try to steal the comeback, but eventually the last lap was with Calicut. This was that first long ranger. So both the goals which were scored, both of the initial goals of Calicut have been long rangers. Of course, one was in extra time and one was during the game as well, which we just saw right now. The beautiful goal that came. It was a little piece of team play powered by that Chhun finish. And they've got this emerging nature of direction finding here. And this was the beginning of the second half where Mizoram did steal the comeback and scored that goal. This was that goal, beautiful square ball and then eventually finishing. There's another goal that happened. One apiece it became. And that hit coming in. And then eventually we saw opportunities for both the sides. The sailed over the crossbar could have meant danger. That was the end of the regulation time, and then we began to extra time where it was Calicut dominating proceedings. This was of course the first goal during extra time. Beautiful combination play, a square ball and then that finishing touch. This was another goal that was scored eventually after a while in the second half of extra time. And this was that long ranger.